Continuing coverage tonight of the looming education property tax increase that is so severe, lawmakers want to push back town meeting day school budget votes. Our State House reporter Calvin Cutler spoke with school officials today who are sounding the alarm. What'd they tell you?
Yeah, Darren, good evening. Superintendents I spoke with say that taxpayers will likely pay more this year, no matter where lawmakers in Montpelier land. And they say that it's one of those years where nobody's happy with the outcome of these budgets. Now, the debate over school budgets is a flashpoint in a larger conversation around school spending and how we fund our schools and what types of services that they should offer. State lawmakers are working on a fix to help bring down an expected 20% increase in the statewide education property tax rate, including letting towns push back school budget votes and retooling a law passed 2 years ago aimed at improving educational equity in low-income school districts. But in Stowe, that change would only push property tax rates higher, with residents facing a 38% hike.
This sort of change in the tax law will have a real lasting impact on our community and the people that will be able to stay and afford their homes.
North Country Supervisory Union, comprised of 15 towns in the Northeast Kingdom, is slated to benefit from the education reforms. But Superintendent Elaine Collins says a massive shift in property valuations is also putting upward pressure on taxes.
We've had really good support from our community members and a really good track record with being able to pass budgets in North Country. But this year it feels a little bit less certain and unsure.
The city of Barrie, still reeling from the floods and the loss of dozens of homes to the Grand List, is moving their budget vote to May. City Clerk Carol Dawes says town clerks in districts which are pushing budgets back will have to organize another election in the spring.
It's kind of a perfect storm in a year where we don't want to be talking about storms anymore.
This year's eye-popping increase is driven by a number of factors: inflation, healthcare costs, school construction, and those reforms. But what we spend generally on education has also spiked in recent years. Collins says social problems are falling on schools, and they're forced to spend on food, mental health, clothing, transportation, and more.
We need to find a different funding mechanism if we're going to continue to provide expect that schools are doing more and more outside of the scope of academics.
Harity in Stowe says this year is a wake-up call and will spark a bigger discussion about education spending.
We need to recognize that we only have so much money, and we need to, operate like any family does. We need to operate within our means.
Now, the Senate Finance Committee took testimony on the school budget adjustment bill today. State lawmakers are hoping to have the bill voted out and signed by the governor on town meeting day, which is on March 5th. For now, reporting live in our Montpelier bureau, Calvin Cutler, Channel 3 News.